Welcome to Life Academy, an educational reality TV show for kids and teens. And I'm your host, Aaliyah Orozco. As you may remember earlier, I was a part of the filming when we interviewed the participants for Hollywood News Center. Now I'm so happy to be joining the show as the host. The exciting journey continues. Our participants have learned so much. They have learned about mental health and well-being, presentation, acting and stage work, photography, and working with cameras. They also learned about proper health and nutrition and physical exercise. They even got to learn traditional Chinese martial arts. And last, but certainly not least, they have learned about business and finance. These are all skills that are going to help them in their future as they continue to grow up and navigate through life. Today, their educational journey continues. Join me as your host as we embark on this unique, life-changing experience and do something Hollywood never does. Today we will be filming at this beautiful mansion, and our creator Victor can tell us why we're here and what our plan is for the day.
Hi, Aaliyah.
Victor.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for joining the show.
Of course.
It was a pleasure having you when we just started, and you brought so much joy and new experience to our students. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining.
Of course, I'm honored to be here. And we would love to know, Victor, how has the show been running and why are we at this beautiful mansion today?
The show is running really well. Our participants, our students are learning a lot. They're getting knowledge, which is very important for their life. They learn about mental health, nutrition, how to work with a camera in front and behind. And each episode, we're giving them different experiences, and we want them to think, to criticize, to analyze. We're building this mindset of a winner, of a successful person, and we're bringing mentors, which are helping them to gain knowledge, but they're not theoretical mentors. They are actually professionals. So for instance, today, we brought professional mentors on acting, stage speech, presentation. Isha, one of the best performers of the X Factor in Great Britain. She's an entrepreneur, she's a public person, and she'll be talking about presentation and also about business and marketing. We have Ego Mikitas and Maggie Avila, professional Hollywood actors, producers, and they'll be talking and teaching them about how to work with a character, how to open up. So what we do is not just about acting, it's about how to use your skills, how to open up and build yourself in life. And also today we have a special guest, Michael Workington. He'll be teaching them about finance. Even in the top schools, students are not really learning about money, finance, credit, taxes, what that is, and how to buy a house when you're 18, right? So these steps, they'll be learning today as well. And the perk of today, very long working day, I would say, is a masterclass with Master Clark Tang. He will continue teaching them Chinese martial arts, and it's Wing Chun.
Okay, one more question before we get the busy day started. So Victor, what are you most looking forward to this season?
I'm looking for these talents who were chosen to open up. Our team chose those who need this development the most for different reasons, and I think our mentors will share their honest opinions. We don't want to cultivate snowflakes.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous for the country and for the world. So this is what I'm looking for. This is my little expectation. I tend to not have them. Let me bring the participants to you. Okay, so we have Anastasia, Samson, Sean, Mason, Nicole, Veronica, and Queenie.
Hello! Are you guys excited for today?
Yep.
Aaliyah, I'll take my spot behind the camera. I'll let you lead the show and be their guide in their journey.
Perfect. Thank you, Victor. Okay, are you guys excited for today?
Yes.
Yes? Look, we're going to be filming at this beautiful mansion today. But before we go inside, let's have a little recap. What master classes have you guys already attended?
Photography, acting as well, beauty salon.
Ooh, beauty salon. How was that?
It was fun.
Anyone else want to share about?
I went to the ghost town.
You went to the ghost town. How was that?
Good.
Perfect. Okay, so now let's go inside the mansion if you guys want to follow me. You guys, this is gonna be so exciting, okay? Yeah. Let's go. All right, so today our participants will be working on acting skills, which consist of learning about techniques, presentation, camera work, understanding their characters, which is all gonna help them in their future, no matter what profession that they choose. Learning how to present themselves and their craft, and it will definitely teach them how to work well with others. They're gonna learn so much, and we are so excited for them.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks Life Academy for having us. I'm Ego Mikitas. I'm producer, actor. You probably remember me from the first lesson.
Hi guys, you remember me, my name is Isha. So I am singer, performer, and presentation and public speaking coach. So I work with people on how to develop their personal presentations and producing their stage performances and stage speeches.
Hello everyone, it's so nice to meet you. It's so nice to be here with you today. My name is Maggie Avila and I am an actress, a filmmaker, and a producer.
Great, so let's start with acting technique today. As you remember from the first class, every actor, when he receives a scene and when he steps on a stage, he should answer for a few questions. Who I am, where I am, why I am here, what I want, why it's so important to me, what actually prevents me, what obstacles do I have, how much and what I need to do to overtake these obstacles, and what happened if I cannot achieve it. So it's general questions, all acting techniques combined, but I believe we can go a little bit further and discuss particular techniques and details. So,
yes, a lot of people mention, for example, that when it comes to the method acting, that you're supposed to stay in character. It's just about maintaining the feeling, the energy, but being able to be outside of yourself and still be yourself, but without letting go of that feeling. And I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, somebody got a new puppy and it's so cute. And then you feel like, oh my God, I want to play with this puppy, right? So you keep that feeling. Everybody felt that feeling right now, right? Oh my God, the puppy. So you keep that feeling and you still can go to the restroom, fix your hair and everything, but you still feel that feeling. And you're not gonna be feeling your hair, fixing your hair while jumping up and down, right? So that's what they meant about maintaining the character. It's about maintaining the mindset, what is going on in your head and what is going on emotionally, what you're feeling, right? And then you get to go back into the set and do the retakes, do the scenes, right? And still being able to pull back into those emotions of, oh, the puppy, or any other fun stuff that you would be doing.
I like this technique even more, what you just talked about, because it's more about just your emotional memory, and you memorize these emotions and your instincts. So basically, instead of just using your mindset all the time, you go on a different layer and you're using your emotions, you're using your instincts, and you perform as you live this moment. Because you're living your character and you're using all the characteristics of the emotional, strategy that you need to use for this character. So definitely, I think it is really important to develop, to know what you're gonna use to develop this technique first, and then go and memorize.
yes, I believe my co-host just discussed method acting and Meissner.
Yes,
That's what she was talking about just now.
Yes, if we just go to classical one. All of these techniques came from Stanislavski school, the famous Russian Konstantin Stanislavski, and he's developed this system. But in general, so you have to understand two things. You either can take emotion from your previous life, so you already feel something similar previously. I'm old guy. I know everything happened to me in my life, and I actually can remember what I feel when it happened to me personally. Second part is great for the young actors because you just start to live. You don't have this lot of experience. try to imagine, try to ask magic question, what if, what I feel if I want this toy, but my parents not able to afford it, so they cannot buy it to me. But I want it so much, and they promised me to buy this toy like for my last birthday. Not happened. Next birthday, and what I feel. Try to ask yourself what I will feel if this situation happened to me. There's two main interesting two approach you can use as an actors. And for method actor, as Maggie just described, there are very much interesting issues happening on set when people too much into method acting. Because, for example, Friday 13, Jason. Yes, you playing Jason, and you scratching and intimidating people on set. But then some people start to be in a character for 2-3 days before, and I scare all this, the siblings, families, and losing friends literally because he's a character, a method actor. He's proud. No, I believe you should have, this magic switch trigger.
Like buttons.
Able. When the camera ready, then you switch and you're in a character.
Yes.
Off, because you continue to be people. We continue to be human beings, and you don't want to lose, offend someone. You have to be professional. Professional people, professional are in the frame. Outside, be nice, gentle, friendly, and polite and respectful.
Yes, and also very important to have the switcher inside of you because so many things can happen on the set. There is no ideal setting. It can be cold weather, rainy weather, snowy, whatever. You can experience, some technical issues. You can experience something like drama on set, but you should stay focused only on your role, on your character, and just remind yourself that you have the switcher inside of you and what you have to do to switch it, off and on.
Imagine that you are Simba and you are talking with Mufasa, his father, and they're at the top of this beautiful mountain where they are watching all of this greenery and the whole kingdom, right? So how would it feel like, this is now the Meissner technique that we were just talking about, how would it feel like if you guys were told, guess what? You are going to own this toy store, and it's gigantic, and it's got all the toys that you could ever imagine, the nicest ones in the world, and it has rides. So it's like a city filled with all of these trampolines and the toys and the mechanic. How fun would that be? See, I see you smiling right there. Now, if you compare that feeling with something, that emotion that you just felt about being in charge and owning all of this and being able to play there whenever you wanted to. If you didn't have to do anything that anybody told you and you wanted to play all night long instead of, okay, I have to stop playing and then go to sleep, how would it feel like, right? That is the Meissner technique. Imagine a situation, but then you can compare that if we utilize the method acting and we go into Stanislavski techniques and Lee Strasberg and all of those wonderful creators. So I think that everybody got kind of clear what the two techniques would be, right? The Meissner and the method, right? So now you're going to be able to apply that later on, right?
Yes.
Exciting.
And I would like to share with you one practical stuff. So each of you very soon will be on set. Maybe first project, big one, and you will feel tension. You will feel, how can I do? Isn't it? It's all of us. Same.
Nervous.
So I have personally I call it pillow technique, because pillow is soft, nice, etc. Same time, it can hold all your pressure, all your tension, all your anger, all your confusions in it. You can smash it, bump on it. You can throw it into the wall. Not to the people, but throw it to the wall. Everything. And when you do it, when you feel it, do it how many times you need. 10, 12 times, 20. Bam, bam, bam. You can scream with it. And then you will feel, because muscles will release extra pressure, and you breathe, and you're ready to go on set. So it's a pillow. My personal pillow technique. You see? Okay, so let's come back to Lion King. Remind me, what was the homework from first class?
It was to watch Lion King.
Exactly. Who did homework? I believe because we have many new participants today, how about we go to another show? Please tell me the main characters from Little Mermaid.
What do you
She's
remember of
mermaid.
her?
She's mermaid.
She is a
She's a nice girl?
She is a nice girl.
Perfect. And
And
she
she
is...
wanted to go to the outside world, to the human world, to see
Beautiful.
what people look like instead
Beautiful.
of the sea.
Cool. Next character.
I remember a yellow fish, I think.
His name Flounder.
So I remember a grumpy red crab named Sebastian.
Wow. Great. Sebastian. What Sebastian do?
He doesn't agree with Ariel. He
Yeah.
doesn't think that humans are interesting. He thinks that it's better under the sea.
Yeah, he's selfish guy. He's think everything wrong and everything perfect and see we don't need to go outside. Yes?
Stubborn.
Stubborn, exactly.
He's
So,
trying to protect her.
here you are.
I remember the yellow fish.
Yes.
I forgot her name.
Flounder.
Octopus, that's a witch. That curse.
Ursula.
Ursula, there you
Main
go.
villain. She's a sea witch, exactly. So we probably have, most of the characters. So we have a good guys, we have a bad guys, we have a selfish guys, we have a
What was the name of the seagull?
seagull? It's Scuttle.
Scuttle, that's right.
Scuttle
Oof.
is seagull. Yes.
Okay, so I was thinking that we could have Anastasia play Ursula because she's got this personality, this strength about her, right? But then I thought it's true. What if we challenge them into something
Yes.
that is totally the opposite? So let's say super awesome Sansom play Ursula, right? Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, and then what do you suggest for Ariel? Queenie.
So, Queenie, you our Ariel.
Woohoo!
Cool.
Okay.
Then, Sebastian.
Sebastian is he's the protector. He's in charge of. He's like the babysitter. Her little.
Okay, you will be
world.
mean guy. Sebastian. Okay.
Yeah,
King
nice.
Triton.
Mason. Okay. That's your
King
name. Awesome.
Triton, outside of the type. Perfect.
Okay.
And Prince Eric. You will be Prince Eric.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So now, remember my magic tools? Grab one and highlight your lines.
Oh, Flounder, you really are a guppy. Oh, you'll never guess what I found today. Look. Have you ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life? I don't know, but I bet Scuttle will. Come on, I'll race you.
Good job. Keep going.
Okay, so we had Queenie and our Ariel. Who do you speak with? You speak with Flounder. Who he is?
A friend.
Yes, and you try to tell him what?
Race, and then try to get him excited about a fork.
Yes, and you would like him to believe that the world outside is also beautiful and also great. So I believe you should be a little bit more excited and a little bit more mentoring.
Make sure that you enunciate, really exaggerate it. Later on, it's gonna come out more natural, but at first, enunciate.
You're underwater. To be heard, you should speak louder and clearer. And action.
Oh, Flounder, you really are a guppy. Oh, you'll never guess what I found today. Look, have you ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life? I don't know, but I bet Scuttle will. Come on, I'll race you.
Oh, you see? That's different. Now we believe it. Now we believe it. We did it. Good. Beautiful job.
Apparently, Ariel takes her gift for granted, just like her mother did. Once we have her trapped, Triton will rush to her rescue.
What's up with your voice?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. So imagine you speak with your sister about your sister. She doesn't know how powerful you are. You can do like this and she disappears.
That'd be nice.
Yes, exactly. That's what I would like to hear.
Oh my god.
We all have it inside. We have a dark side and a white side. But for the actors, you need to be able to take it out.
Now, one note that is very important that I noticed you guys also need to work more on would be take your eyes off the paper when you are reading. Because in acting, your eyes are one of the most important things.
You finish one sentence, you make a pause, look around, and then come back.
Very
In
cool.
this case, we see your face. It's extra, go for us. It's extra impressions.
Read it, but then say it with your eyes looking up, looking at us.
Apparently, Ariel takes her gift for granted, just like her mother did. A woman doesn't know how precious her voice is until she's been silenced. Once you have her trapped, Triton will rush to her rescue.
Wow.
Yes.
Queenie and Samson, that's a very great couple of siblings.
Yes.
I believe they can be cast for so much project, for commercials as well. But I can see that they still have some suppressed emotions, which
Queenie
may...
especially, yes.
Queenie especially, she holds it so much. Samson, he's opening up, and I'm so happy to see him opening up today, because the first session we had, he was quite suppressed, quite closed, and today we see he's opening up, and we found the trigger. His trigger is actually that he has issue inside the family with his own sister. And it's triggered him to open and to become a great actor, by the way.
Prince Eric, the prince. I'll give you a little example of how cold read it should be. It's great to shoot out the emotion like he did after he read, right? Read it and say it, right? As much as possible. And then you get used to that. And then your brain is going to start to read even faster.
Did you ever try to get princess sailing? It's a joke. Their dresses get caught in the rigging, and most of them can't even swim. Where am I gonna find her, Grimsby? A girl who's as carefree and alive as the sea as itself. Where? It's too much to hope for, isn't it? Somewhere out there. A girl who's a match for a guy like me.
Yes,
Yes, that was
Well, I don't have anything to say, to be honest.
She took it all.
You just need to add more emotions. Like it's the moment for him. The main goal in his life is to find this girl.
Imagine he's sick and tired of endless princesses coming into his life, and they are useless.
Okay, so
He's not just sick and tired. He wants to find the right one, desperately.
Did you ever try to take a princess sailing? It's a joke. Their dresses get caught in the rigging, and most of them can't even swim. Where am I gonna find her, Grimsby? A girl who's as carefree and alive as the sea itself. Where? It's too much to hope for, isn't it? Somewhere out there.
Somewhere
A girl who's a match for a guy like me.
out there. Nice.
Now I have
Nice
Yes,
attachment.
yes.
Everybody grows better when they are praised instead of punished.
Yeah.
And so I think that one thing that we also accomplished, I mean, not to only, through flowers ourselves, but I noticed that they were having fun. And always when kids are having fun, or anybody, even adults, it's faster to learn.
There are so many devices right now, so many, distractions here and there from parents, from friends, from their school and environment. You need to focus on something like every day. So I would say that should be a good balance. And if all of that comes from love and kids feel it, this is how it should be, I think.
I'm ready for the king.
Yes, I get it.
You could have been seen by one of those barbarians. They're dangerous. Nets, harpoons, you're my youngest. As long as you live under my reef, you'll obey my rules. That's the last time you ever go swimming to the surface. Understood?
Great. Great, already. You are a character. So, just to make a little bit more impression, as we spoke with our Jason, Ursula, yes, couple times, because you make a command and you would like to be sure they understand it, they get it, and they will do it. Because sometimes people, and go and forget. Give them your eyes, your signal from your eyes, power. Smash them. Oh, yes, sir, of course. And go.
You show more power when you are speaking slow.
Just keep an eye on your dynamics. So if you start at this level, you need to keep it up. Keep it up and keep it going to a big combination. Don't go, under it.
You could have been seen by one of those barbarians. They're dangerous. Nets, harpoons, you're my youngest. As long as you live under my reef, you'll obey my rules. That's the last time you ever go swimming to the surface. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would obey.
Yeah.
I would obey this command and say, yeah, Daddy, no, it's okay. Amazing, exactly.
King Triton. I did admire very much that he was nervous and shy,
Absolutely.
but
Yes.
he would put it out there.
Yes.
And you can tell how much he was pushing himself, but still he needs also, that self-esteem to be pumped up. And
He has a power.
Because
but he's working on it.
Yes, but I mean, it was just to see that it's just.
This can't be surprised, but he has a power.
Yes, because he
And-
brings it out, even though you know that he's suffering through it, but he's
Yes.
putting it out there. I mean, his enunciation, his energy. I love that.
And now we have my favorite crayfish, lobster, crab, Sebastian.
Oh, sire, you're gonna love this number. I wrote it for my star pupil, your youngest. Such a voice, that child. Notes as clear as ice, pitch as pure as water. Why, I haven't heard such a magnificent sound since the queen. Oh, you're gonna be so proud. If only that girl would show up for rehearsals once in a while.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, this scene has a twist, arc. Initially, he just said blah 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 blah. And if and he changing his tones, and this is monologue about that.
What is it that you were thinking about when you were reading that? Because you read it a little bit
I
before.
was really, it's kind of like my mom, when my mom said she's really proud of me.
Okay, and the last phrase. Imagine your mom. Yeah, I'm proud of him if he bring me Oscar to my next birthday. Just
No.
that's it.
Oh, sire, you're gonna love this number. I wrote it for my star pupil, your youngest. Such a voice, that child. Notes as clear as ice, pitch as pure as water. Why, I haven't heard such a magnificent sound since the queen. Oh, you're gonna be so proud. If only that girl would show up for rehearsals once in a while.
Yeah, that's the point. You see the arc? Exactly, beautiful. Every scene, most of the scenes they're giving us for audition having arcs because they would like to see how you transmit from one character feelings to another character feeling. This is what all casting directors would like to see. You're different.
Did you ever try to take a princess sailing? It's a joke. Their dresses get caught in the rigging, and most of them can't even swim. Where am I gonna find her, Grimsby? A girl who's as carefree and alive as the sea itself. Where? It's too much to hope for, isn't it? Somewhere out there. A girl who's a match for a guy like me.
Oh, beautiful. Great. So looks like you listen, you pay attention to what we spoke with. Beautiful. What I personally missing your eyes.
See how you're using your voice on one tone? That one line, you can slow down and say it a little bit lower in your tone, and it's going to sound more soulful. Feel it, like, wow.
Where am I gonna find her, Grimsby? A girl who's as carefree and as alive as the sea itself. Where? It's too much to hope for, isn't it? Somewhere out there. A girl who's a match for a guy like me.
That's excellent.
Yeah, perfect. Anastasia, she dance, she's doing modeling, she's now acting. You see, her posture is open.
Yes.
Her shoulders back.
Yeah.
So he can breathe the full volume. So this photo I would, for example, to suggest Queenie's parents to think about her after-school activity and give her more physical stuff for B to be open. And when she opened, she will start speak louder. She will have more presence, more confidence, and that is great.
We all have to remember, and I hope you always remember, it's very important to be in your body and feel things with your body. Like if you're a king, for example, king, it's proud and it's tense, it's strong, and the neck and the shoulders are straight, right? So that will help your characters. Sure that you integrate your physicality, all right? So that would be the note that I will give you. I'm very proud of you.
You need to do ongoing practice every day. This is very important. So if you're working on your voice, you should do at least 5 minutes a day. It can be just 5 minutes, but it needs to be every day.
Your body language spoke about you perfectly well, even without lines. Try to then integrate emotion into your body language. But start with animals, because animals lovely, they never faking, they're so real, so you can easily copy them. Start with animals.
I love that. Yes.
It was awesome. And now we're going to work on your presentation skills. Why it is important? Because it helps you to present your identity to different people and present your ideas and project to this reality. You might think inside of yourself, inside your character, that you're presenting yourself as one person, but you need to work on your craft to feel that others feel and get your idea about yourself and about your project, about anything you would like to present to the audience. The main thing that we're going to work on right now is elevator pitch. And this elevator pitch is going to be about yourself. So it's going to be self-presentation. Any ideas why is it called elevator pitch? Answers? Queenie?
It's because elevators go up and down, and then so does your voice. Like, it can go like loud.
I really liked it, but who I am, what I'm going to tell the people, so what do I want and how will I get there? Of course, it depends on the situation, it depends on the audience, it depends on the project, it depends on everything, but let's create the basic pitch about yourself. So you pitching yourself right now to us. It's gonna be short, it's gonna be straight to the point, it's gonna be exciting for us to hear this thing about maybe something we didn't know yet. So let's create this impactful pitch, a few words about yourself to love you even more.
For example, the school director, you want to tell them about your teacher. Oh, hey, can you convince our teacher about to take us into this field trip? That would be something, a perfect example. But in this case, eventually you're going to be meeting with producers, directors, and so on.
Yes.
Why this person should choose you? Why this director should cast you, not anyone else?
Yes.
Why this director of the school should choose you and take you the last possible place in this very high, level school, but not someone else? So try to sell you, try to show you best.
Tell us your name. Tell us something that you like very much about yourself, and something that you would like to accomplish. Like you want to go to a theme park, or you want to go into some school or something like that.
Oscar.
Hi, my name is Nicole Lee, and I like to dance, play pranks, and sometimes annoy people to death. Choose me to be your #1 prankster because I will prank everyone to death.
Wow! That's excellent!
Hi, my name is Anastasia and I'm a dancer, model, and actress. I love being in front of camera, meeting new people, and all these things make me very happy and make other people happy, which is my goal in life, to be happy and make others happy.
Wow!
Wow.
That's a smart. That's a smart.
Hello, my name is Mason. I play soccer and I want to be in the baseball club in middle school.
Nice.
Good
job. Very smart.
Let's add a little bit, spice it out. What is unique about you? You have any favorite pet or favorite movie or something?
You can add it, so you can play football. Your goal is to play in baseball team, right? Just in between of these two, I can do magic, guys. I can show you magic tricks. That would be like, what? Like football, baseball, and magic tricks. That's interesting.
Very unusual. Yes. Good. Try again.
Hello, my name is Mason and I play baseball, and during halftime I can show you magic. That's why I should be your friend.
Yes.
That's a point.
Straight to the point. I love it.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I like drawing, singing, and acting.
What's your dream? What's your goal? Just give us a little bit
My
of it.
goal is to be a good actress and a very good singer.
Okay, so you love to sing. So what is your favorite song?
My favorite song is a song from movie Rapunzel.
Thank you.
Perfect. So,
Who's next?
Who's next?
Hello, my name is Sean, and I'm a piano player. My goal is to play my level 10 Sharpen Fantasy Impromptu and Rachmaninoff Prelude in C sharp minor. And I'll let you guys dream in my music.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. How fun.
yeah.
Hello, I'm Samson. I like playing Legos, Taekwondo, and annoying my sister. If you have an annoying sister, you can just call me.
Hi, I'm Queenie. I like drawing, crafting, and writing, and also getting revenge on my brother for ruining my stuff. It's very satisfying. So if your brother broke any of your belongings or anything you made, I'll deal with him. He'll be weeping for days.
That's a nice answer to that.
Here.
Guys, I'm so surprised with you today. Literally, you're growing every lesson, you're growing up, and personal as well. Not only as actor, but personal as well. You're opening up, and the world would love to see it. And I'd love to see it. And let's go. Do not forget, do your homework.
Yes, and always remember the personality, your personality is the most important thing. Even big businesses, big investors, they are looking for personality. They are not looking for a great project even. They are looking for a personality, a great person with a great energy and, of course, an amazing self-presentation. So you already got this.
I am very proud of you too, and I see the progress, and I am so happy to see your progress. Now I want to give you something for the rest of your life, that whether it's your acting or it's any other career, just make sure that you practice. Get better and better at everything you do. Practice everything that you have learned here. Go back, and before you go to sleep, go over your memories of what is it that I learned today. And then when you wake up in the morning, what is it that I learned yesterday? Okay, let it sink in, okay?
Amazing.
Look how creative they are.
How quickly they absorb all the info, and they already know, like, start doing everything.
Give them something what is under skin, and they're opening up.
Yeah.
I look forward these guys are growing and becoming
Me too.
stars.
Thanks to
Very
Life
exciting.
Academy, these kids are getting really fruitful information and growth. So yes.
You saw how hard and diligently our participants worked with the mentors learning about acting. Now it's time to transition and learn and dive deep into business and finance. Our mentor today is Michael Workington.
Hi guys, I want to thank you guys first for having me come out. It's exciting that you're all trying to learn about finance. It's really the foundation of the rest of your life. Money means different things to different people, and some people, if they just focus on money itself, they're gonna miss what's really important. So let's learn today what's important about money, because that is something that will chase you or help you forever. What's important, Nicole? What's important about money to you?
For me, what's important about money, that it's something that is essential so that I could just pay for my college fees, so for my school, and then also I can just support myself, so paying my taxes, the electricity bills, and then like support myself, like buying me food, clothing, those things. It's like a necessity.
Let me ask you a question. If you're in a place where your bills, let me see fingers. Your bills are paid, 1 finger. Your taxes are covered, 2 finger. You've got a house to live in, car to drive. All of these things are taken care of. You got a whole hand of stuff there. What else is important about money to you?
That just sounds very sussy, and I think I would still get the money just in case something happens.
Okay,
And
now
make
we have
money.
your emergency reserve covered.
Yep.
What's next? Let me help you. A plan and a goal. I had a guy come to me one time, and he had $64,000. He was 25 years old, and he said, I've got this money. He had a plan, he had some goals. And I said, do you have protection? And he said, what's protection? I said, you need insurance. He didn't have any health insurance. One heart attack, what happens to his money? He's like 5'8" and 300 pounds, looking for a heart attack. So the very first thing I said was, let's get you some healthcare insurance. Let's use your position to get healthy, because it covers everything in life. Finance, and if you had a heart attack, it's all gone.
Yeah.
So we got him protection. A little piece of the money's gone now, but he still had more. So then we built a plan, and we built goals, and we were able to help him build a business and buy property. And fast forward 10 years, with a step-by-step plan, he was able to get all the things he wanted to. And he lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, before you said about like goals, right? Do you mean like short-term goals and long-term goals?
Both of them. When we talk about money, have you ever heard the term backwards engineering?
Nope.
All right. So you put the goal on paper. You figure out how long it's going to be before you get to that goal. And you figure out how it takes, the steps it will take to get there. Maybe you start backwards. I want a house. Well, give me a goal.
Pay for your college fees in the future?
Okay, so you need to save now. Okay, so let's see, how much is it going to cost?
Thousands, probably, for college fee.
Yeah, we're probably talking $40,000.
Yeah.
And you seem like a smart cookie. You're probably, it's probably going to cost more than that. But as somebody who is going to go to school, you need to bring in the support of your family and your family's family, grandparents and uncles and aunts. So you need to understand where you need to go. How old are you now, may I ask?
14.
And you have 4 years before you're done with high school.
Yeah.
You need to earn 10 grand a year.
Great.
I know, but it's a goal. 10,000 a year is how many a quarter, how many a half a year? It's 5,000.
Yep.
So you start going backwards, and you get people in your family to commit to helping you. They all know you're smart. I can tell that. They all know you're driven. Get them to help support or invest in your future if you can. Savings, because you have a short timeline. And we have some interesting stuff in the economy we're going through. So invest, but be careful. Because think about it like a retirement money. If you're going to retire in 4 years, meaning you need that money to spend in 4 years, would you be aggressive or would you be conservative? What do you think? Would you be safe or would you gamble?
Wouldn't it be better if I go safe?
Yes, absolutely. If you're safer because your timeline's shorter, then you're more likely to have the money. Now, your retirement money, could you be aggressive with that? How long do you have until you retire? 2 whole lifetimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is where you are a little more aggressive. So it's understanding the goal, understanding how long your time is, cutting it into pieces so you understand how each piece looks. If we do 10,000, let's say it's 800 a month, that's 200 a week, and you divide that down even more, and now we're 7 divided by 8 divided by 30, and you start cutting it down, and it's like $12 a day.
Yeah.
Can you do chores? Can you do stuff for the neighbors and put that money away? Yeah. You have a calculator on your phone.
Yep.
Use 40 as a number and divide the 4 years you have. Don't forget, you'll be in school for 4 or 6 years.
You mean high school?
College.
Oh, right, college, right.
So maybe you don't have to only use 4 years. Maybe you could use 6 years. Are you going to work while you're in school? If you work at the school, you get discounts on your tuition.
Oh, yeah, and then the scholarship. Okay, that's
You
a good idea.
also, if you work on your grades, you go to college for free at times. That's smart. Then you don't have to depend on your parents to pay for it.
Yep.
And you don't end up with debt. Do you know who owes more money in this country than anybody?
The person who's in debt?
People who have student loans.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a trap. Do your best to not get in it.
got it.
How to build a financial plan for yourself for the future?
Okay. So just like I was saying to her, understand what's important about money to you. I like that question because I had a guy come in and he said, it's important for me to buy the house on the hill, to get the boat, to get the car, and build a business. And you fast forward 20 years, he has the house, he has the boat, he has the car, he's divorced, his kids hate him. You guys know these stories. You've heard them in school. You might even be living them, I don't know. But the financial plan is, how else do you take care of all these other things? How do you take care of your family? How do you take care of your relationships and find balance? The financial plan does allow you to do it all. You know what? We're saving for vacation too. We're saving to go have fun. Look, he's saying, yeah, he's ready to go surfing. You know, it's learning to do all of it and learning to do it with your partner, you know, and building it together. You guys are in the right direction though. Being serious is important. You're excited, I know it. All right, young men.
So what is credit history and why is it important and how do we build it?
All right, so you're a little young to build credit history, but you can start with your family. You follow through on everything you're told. Clean your room? Okay. Do the yard work? Okay. You go do it. Do your homework? Okay. No more later, no more not now, no more pushing back. And you'll build credit with your parents. They'll believe you when you say something. That's starting credit. Social credit is going to become a very important thing. In China right now, they're basing your status on your social credit. It's a new thing, and we will move to that same system here. That's what you post, what you put on the media, what you look at, how you handle yourself. All of it's recorded, guys. All of it does not go away. You're all scared and wide open right now. So be very careful in what you do and what you feed your mind and how you feed yourself. Credit is everything. When you get older and you start spending money, don't get into debt. Buy what you can afford to buy. If you need more, you work harder. Or you open the business like you mentioned. And you work hard in that. But stay as clean as you can, because there's going to be, and there is, a consistent record of what you're all doing. It's available for anyone to look back. So credit can be social media, credit can be how you handle yourself at home, and later on, credit is money.
I have another question.
Yes.
So later on in my life, I want to know what are the steps in developing a startup for a business.
Okay, so it depends on the business. You don't have to know everything about the business, but most likely when you start a business, you are not going to be doing the job you like. And your job is then to find people to do the things that you're not good at, so you can do the one thing that you're good at and do it the most. So if it's a startup business for, I don't know, what do you think?
Video game company?
A video game company. And why would you like it? Because you like playing video games.
Yeah.
When you start that business, you're going to do anything but play video games. You're going to end up playing the accountant and the HR person. You're going to have to take care of everybody's attitude and make sure they show up at work on time. So your job is to really understand what you're trying to put together and get the support of the people. And then you may need to find investors. So it's understanding how business structures are made, and the best way to do it is to watch what other people do and follow them. Find a company you would like to be like and go work for them for a while. And you'll understand what they did and how they did it.
Why do people need credit cards when many times it just creates debts and bad money management and other problems?
People want to be now. They don't want to save for them. They don't want to plan for them. And people want them now. Or they see a credit card as an emergency reserve, where that's wrong. Because when you're in a bind and you go spend on a credit card and they charge you 30% interest, you're paying that much more for it every year until you pay it off. And it becomes acceptable to have that relationship with a credit card company. It shouldn't be. The old thought was make a goal, find what you're looking for, work harder and get it. And that's really the way it should be. But we've gotten kind of away from that.
How do you decide what business to develop?
Start with what you like. You like animals, you like people, there's one start. You like sports, you like mountain climbing, there's another start. Start with what you enjoy, because you're going to spend 8 to 10 hours a day, every day of your life working. It's just the way it goes. And if you don't enjoy it, why live that way?
What is the difference between using a credit card versus debit card?
Ooh, that's a good question. The real difference is speed of clearing. A credit card, you pay up to 30 days. You pay it a set time a month. And you actually get to borrow the money for free for that period of time. As long as you pay it off. If you buy a TV, for instance, and it costs $1,000, if you take it out of your bank account, you lose the opportunity to earn money or have that money. So if you use your ATM, you lose that opportunity. But you also don't have the protection that you would if you had used a credit card. Credit card companies have insurance. So if you go to Best Buy or a store and somebody steals your credit card number, the credit card company will protect you. There's insurance. If they get your ATM card, they can empty your bank account. So you have to be careful with that. Good question. I like that.
How should we prepare for buying a house?
That's a good one. Houses are probably going to be one of your biggest investment in life. And understand, the longer you drag out that mortgage, the higher the price of it's going to be. Now, you guys are a long way from retirement. Maybe you're not. Maybe you'll hit a big job in a big film and you'll be able to retire next year. I don't know. But I always look at houses and say, look at age 65 or 60 as your retirement age. Divide your mortgage over those years and get it paid off before you get there. It's a good way to do it. But to buy a house, you have to save up for a down payment, but you have to come up with money to start the mortgage. Mortgage is a loan, and then you pay off the loan over like 30 years.
Are stocks worth it into invested? And what are the best stocks in investing?
All depends on your timeline. How long do you have? Is it 4 years before you're spending it? Maybe you want to be more conservative. And if you use stocks, there you want to use some of the bigger companies. They're really big, they're pretty stable, and those are less likely to go down. If you have a longer timeline, stocks are great. Mutual funds, ETFs, they're all good ways to go because You get exposure to something that's going to grow faster than just saving it. What do you guys know about Bitcoin?
One time my family invested in a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then we lost a lot of money because my mom said it was a really high risk.
It's really software. It's really a computer program that holds wealth. And we're all going towards digital currencies. It's a way for us to be kind of tracked and kept track of, so the government can get their taxes and understand what people are spending their money on. So it's not going away. In fact, we'll be going to digital currency over the next 2 years. Pretty interesting. You guys get to witness incredible things in your lifetime.
What marketing techniques do you need to build a business?
You need to be persistent, but you also need to know what your goal is. If you're shooting towards a target with a bow and arrow or a gun, and you go off target a little bit and it's down there a mile, you're going to miss your target by a lot. So you need to know where you're going. You need to know how to readjust every day, every week, every month, what you're doing to get to that goal. And you need to be persistent and consistent. If you want to gain muscles, what do you have to do? You have to work out. If you want to lose weight, you got to eat better and exercise. If you want to, I don't know, start a business, run a business, you have to look at what you're doing, reevaluate, and be honest with yourself and listen to your friends and your family, and you can do it.
I had one, so I just want to move back about the digital money. You see, right now, there's these apps where you can just play games like bingo or something, and then you can just make money out of it and then pay with PayPal. Is this a scam or is this all real?
Is it a trap? It can be. People have problems with gambling because on the phone it may not seem like it's going to impact you much. But most people quit after they've lost all their money. So yeah, it is a trap. Maybe not a scam. It may be real money you're earning, but it's real money you're losing too.
Oh, okay.
So you have to be careful. But we're all conditioned to do it. We got these games as kids on our phones where you hit your parents up, give me some extra money, I want to buy some armor, or I need to buy this, or I need to buy that. It's only $3, Mom, it's only $2. You turn around and that adds up. For your college education, what do we say, like $12 a day? If you could put that together, that saves you up the money you needed. I challenge you. 4 years, 40 grand, how much a day do you need to earn? You can do that with your calculator later, and then you learn how to earn. All right, you guys, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to share some things with you all. The truth is, to really get to a goal, you need to understand how to backwards engineer it. Anything you want in life, you can do. You just need to know how to get there. Enjoy your childhood right now. Understand where you're going, but don't forget to get outside and get some vitamin D and get some playtime. You should be proud of yourselves, okay?
Yep.